Just letting you know, this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Ashamoji TV club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Supernatural.
Okay, so I'm not gonna deny a little, as I was saying out loud, some disappointment that the lean, mean Dean is over, because I kind of wanted to see more of it. So, as I said right after that too as well, despite the disappointment, I'm gonna trust the new stories coming up. That's gonna be pretty good. They've ended off with some baddie now, pinning people to the ceiling. Why would you pin them above her and not think the blood would drip down, though? Yeah, it's one of those things that... Okay, but, episode-wise, Jensen, I love watching actors have so much fun when they can do something very different with their character, and I'm sure behind the scenes and probably a gazillion interviews at this point in the season that many of you have watched and I have yet to ever see until I finish the whole series, that must have been quite something to play this version of Dean alongside Jared as well, right? So that was just very cool to watch. It's one of the most rewatchable aspects of this episode. It's just this back and forth exchange of demon truth versus the real truth, right? That's why I put out there, you're invited to tell me your perspective on whether or not what Dean Demon was saying does resonate with truth, but of course it's not taken seriously because, he doesn't want to believe that's really Dean. But a lot of the times they kind of show things like that. In my opinion, I think it's because there is elements of truth to it, but not to the degree the demon's trying to show it for. And that's what demons do, right? They're provocateurs. I think at the end of the day, even if they hadn't healed him in that moment where Sam could have killed him, I think the demon that has taken over his body would have been fine with it, because it doesn't care one way or the other. Anyway, you let me know if you agree with that. What else about this episode? So Crowley now has the upper hand with Castiel. Castiel owes him, and the deal is to get rid of Demon Dean, and so that deal technically is settled, right? Because it's all about not having Dean as a threat anymore. But he still kinda is because of the Mark of Cain. Regardless. But he doesn't have the blade. So I guess maybe the blade might come into play again. But then there's that need he has to kill, which Castiel brought up at the end. Rightly so. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how they're going to... what ways they're going to go about to satiate him. I think they can go about it the Dexter route, That's kind of what I thought at first when they brought up that whole thing about him needing to kill. To which I'm surprised Crowley didn't suggest in the first place. But he kind of did with the wife of that guy that he set up as a deal. Right, to go and take out wrongdoers in a sense, right? But he just went about it with these dealings. But I'm thinking in this case, killing someone that deserves it in the hunter justice of things would be one way to go about it. So I really, really am curious if they might just do that. It seems like a plausible way to go about it with the story. But I won't know till I watch the next episode, which I'm going to press play on. So thank you for watching this one. The Ashamoji I give this episode is a 5 because pretty much every single scene was so engaging. I have no qualms, except for, believe it or not, I actually would have liked to have seen more of an exchange between Castiel and Hannah. Because although he says a lot of significant things to her and you see from her perspective and it's, quite clear there's a relationship building, I kind of wanted to see just a bit more. I guess I'm kind kind of a sappy viewer in that sense. To me, when it's a relationship that I'm like, I'm all for, you know, I always want more. Okay, anyway, on to the next one, shall we? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.